Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Love of Biology. Today we are going to learn about living world. So first of all, what is this living or living organism? So which possess or show the characteristics of the life or being alive? Living organisms are those that display the following characters: organized structures, made up of a cell, requires energy to survive. So let us see the characteristics. First, responsiveness to the environment, that is consciousness to the environment, the sensibility, growth and change. So the increase in the size, the growth generally shown by the living organisms internally and externally by the non-living organisms. Ability to reproduce, that is to producing the new offsprings. Have a metabolism in the breath, so chemical reactions takes place in a cell. So in the living cell it will takes place. Maintains homeostasis, being made up of the cells and passing traits on to the next generation. Diversity in the living world. It is estimated that more than 5 million species are available on the earth. Of these, about 1.7 million species are known and portrayed. Consistently, a few new animal groups are portrayed and added to the rundown. Since investigation of all living beings is about incomprehensible, they are ordered into groups for the advantageous study. Terminology utilized as part of the classification are nomenclature, classification, taxonomy, and systematics. These can be understood as follows. Nomenclature, actually it is frequently the living organisms around us was identified by the local names. So there is a need to institutionalize naming them. Researchers have figured certain strategies to allow scientific names to every creature to avoid the confusion based upon a ICBN, that is International Code for the Botanical Nomenclature for the Plants, and ICZN, International Code for the Zoological Nomenclature, were advanced to appoint scientific names for the animals and plants separately. Next, coming to the binomial nomenclature. So that is naming the organism with two names. So this was given by Carolus Linnaeus. Example: Mangifera indica for the mango, Homo sapiens for the man. In this case, Mangifera and the Homeo, these are the genus, and sapiens as well as indica are the species names. So there are few rules for the nomenclature. Each name has the two words, genus and the specific epithet. When expressed, they should be independently underlined when handwritten, and should be italics when printed. Name should be Latinized, and always the generic name starts with a capital letter, that is the uppercase, and a species name with the lower case. Classification is a process of assigning creatures in particular groups or classes taking into account. So actually, these are based upon the taxons. That is a taxonomy. It is a branch of science which deals with the study of nomenclature, classification, and the principles. Taxonomy word was given by Candle. It is investigation of identification, nomenclature, and arrangement into different groups. Systematics, it is an investigation of life forms with reference to the taxonomy and evolutionary correspondences. We use this systematics, that is first we identify, name it with a scientific name, and arrange them, group them into other taxons. So let us see the categories. The term taxonomy was coined by A.P. Candle, father of taxonomy Carolus Linnaeus, and father of Indian taxonomy H. Santhapu. They are also known as a Linnaean hierarchy. There are 7 main categories. It is defined as a sequence of categories, and decreasing or increasing, which is from the highest to the low or low to the high. The hierarchy has 2 categories: obligate, that is very strict, we should follow, and intermediate, there is no strict rules to follow this. So let us see the each and every category. First one is the species. It is the smallest taxonomic category. It is a basic unit of classification. It is a group of population which is similar in the shape, form, and reproductive features. Due to the same reproductive features, fertile siblings can be produced. So this is the lowest category, actually lowest category, so which contains the same group of the individuals. So that is the species. So after species, so genus. So next category is the genus. It is assemblage of the group of similar species which involve from a common ancestor and have certain common characters, correlated ones. So it is mandatory to have many species. So next, family. So family is the collection of a similar genera. Families are characterized based on the reproductive and vegetative characters. For example, lion, tiger included under Felidae family, and all the peas are included, grams are included under Fabaceae family. And order. Being a highest category, it is assembly of one or more than one similar family. So order is carnivore for the Felidae family. Next, class. A class is a subdivision within a phylum made up of one or more than one order. Mammalia is one of the class which includes all the mammals. Next, phylum or division. Phylum is for animals, division is for plants. It is a collection of similar classes. Next, kingdom. This is the highest category. All animals belonging to the various phyla are assigned to the topmost taxonomic category. Examples are Animalia is one of the kingdom, Plantae is another kingdom. The unit that denotes grouping of organisms based on. So this is the order. Thank